Hello everybody, this is Blades here and welcome to episode 2 of my Formula 1 2013 career mode. Here we are then at Malaysia, lining up for our qualifying 3 lap time, trying to get as quick as we can. Unfortunately, I'm not confident at this track on dry tyres or in dry weather, let alone in the wet. So you will see that I do struggle a little bit. I'm trying to reduce wheel spin and I've just struggled to get speed on the other AI drivers. Talking about AI drivers, I have moved the difficulty up to legendary just to make it a little bit more challenging, as if you guys remember from the last episode, don't want to spoil it, but it required a higher difficulty, so I provided that. Now, one thing I haven't been able to fix it is the lag spikes that I get during the race, which is really annoying. It actually really hinders me throughout the races, so something I need to do before I do my next race, which might mean that the episode gets delayed slightly, is I need to sort out the lag. But anyway, I'm going to talk about the lap time a little bit here, or the lap. As you can see, coming out this corner, getting a little bit of wheel spin, meaning that I can't get the power down fully, a little bit of oversteer through that corner, trying to hit the apex and get a good exit coming down to the back straight. I think it would probably be a very difficult corner here, Bahrain-like corner, sort of having to brake and turn, and Bahrain's a little bit more difficult to get right, but that corner in the wet is really difficult as well, because you need to get a good exit to help you down the straight to optimize your top speed. Missing my apex slightly there, getting a whole load of wheel spin, nearly hitting the DRS sign there, and using the rest of my curve, still getting wheel spin to cross the line in 9th place with a time of 1:44, I think, and they're doing 1:42. So I was really struggling in the wet there. So I'm in 9th, Vettel in 1st, and here we are then with my race strategy. Gonna pit on lap 7 for the prime tyres, meaning that for some reason the options are lasting the same distance as the primes, which is a little bit weird. But you guys also opted for me to commentate the races as well as having the music, because you guys like the music as well. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to see. Here we are then with Sebastian Vettel in 1st, my teammate Nico Rosberg in 5th, and me in 9th with Perez behind me, I believe, and we have Button in front of me. So here we are then, Malaysia, the race. There was 0% chance of rain, and lights are out. We're going to try and get as good a start as possible, shifting up at 60 miles an hour, I think, yeah, roughly, and minimising wheel spin a little bit there, but Perez seems to be getting an incredible start. I'm going to try and dive up the inside. I've braked too late. Oh my god, I'm going to hit Nico. I've hit Nico. I think I'm going to have to let him come back past. That was a slightly aggressive move. Vettel's gone incredibly wide. Yeah, I do seem to do that. And Nico seems to be coming around my outside. I'm going to let him go. Now I'm going to go back hard on the throttle, try and get as many positions as I can. And you may notice that the four-cylinder skin's kind of screwed up. I'll try and fix that for the next race. But braking, trying not to hit Raikkonen, I think that was. But I sort of squeezed him off a little bit. Not really fair, if in my opinion, but I carried on going. So closing down Rosberg now, my teammate, after letting him back through after that over-aggressive move at the beginning of the race. And we want to try and overtake him as quickly as we can so that we don't get stuck behind him. So we dive up the inside here, run a little bit wide as Webber makes a little bit of contact with Hulkenberg there. And we're going to try and get a good exit to keep Rosberg behind me. And now it's just time to close down Webber and Hulkenberg, which should be quite easy as they are battling. And they do seem to be getting away from me a little bit there, as I don't get the best of exits. So it's all about getting a good exit out of this corner, so maybe I can steal some slipstream. But no, I've gone wide, just avoid going off the track. But I'm hard on the throttle now. Rosberg is right behind me, taking all my slipstream right on my gearbox. There's Webber and Hulkenberg are battling still. Let's see if I can get close to him in the braking zone. Oh my god, I'm taking Hulkenberg running outside, but no, he's got the inside and he sort of squeezes me slightly, which pushes me wide. And even though it looks like grass there seems to be like gravel mixed in with it, so that slowed me down massively. as I seem to be gaining on Rosberg, so he has got really poor straight line speed. So I've tapped the back of Hulkenberg. This has really been a rubbish start for clean racing, and Hulkenberg slaps my inside there. But I was sort of letting back through, but there we are. I'm going to go back hard on the throttle, use some curves, and that move is done as I've got the inside for the next corner as well. So it's all about closing Webber down, who managed to get a 2-second gap from all that squabbling between me and Hulkenberg. And Rosberg does follow me through as well. As you can see, he's now in 5th. So we're closing Webber down now. I think we do sneak DRS here on lap 3. DRS has just been activated. And yes, we do. We're going to use the rest of our curves. Go up to Rich Mixture as well, as we want to be in his slipstream down the whole straight and hopefully catch DRS on the main straight, the start-finish straight. But we brake really late and nearly hit the back of Webber. But we are okay, and we get DRS and slipstream here, and we might use some curves, I'm not sure. We're not going to need it as we go around the well, I don't know if that's the outside. I think that would be the inside, because the next corner, that would be the inside. But we go a little bit wide here, but it doesn't matter. It's sort of a one-line corner throughout. You can dive up the inside of the first part on turn 1, but that's really it. So it was just about closing Alonso down. As you can see, we have done so, and it's lap 5. We're close enough to get DRS, just about braking well and trying to hit my apex, but I missed it again. And so that gives Alonso a better exit, but we're going to close him down with the curve, slipstream and DRS all in effect. And we might even be able to dive up his inside. I try it, I dive bomb Alonso, just avoid hitting him. But we keep the move, we keep the move stick. I think that makes sense. I don't know. But Alonso drops off from us onto, drops off coming down the main straight, even though he's got DRS, but he is right on our tail now on the end of lap 6. He's trying to go on the inside here, and I need to pit, so I need to brake late here and try and get in front of him, because we're both pitting. I do go slightly wide into the pit exit. I lock up my tyres, I managed to hold it. I've gone a little bit wide, and I've got oversteer, and Alonso doesn't manage to get past me. But as you can see, there is Vettel just coming out now, so we are really far behind him. And Alonso goes into pit, so hope we should be able to get out in front of him. We go down to lean, putting on the prime tyres, and it is a 3. Oh no, we've been held up. Who is it? Oh, and it's Alonso. So they've managed to get a quicker stop than us, and I'm now back behind Alonso, and all that work that I did over the 2 laps from lap 3 to 5 has completely been destroyed, and now I've got to do it all over again as I lock up my inside wheel here and go a little bit wide. And getting a bit of oversteer as well from our cold tyres, and now it's a massive job to try and catch him up again. As you can see, we've dropped down a bit. So joining again on lap 7, he's been held up here by the Force India a little bit there, and it's just after we pitted. I think it's the same lap actually. And we're slowly closing up on him as he is battling with the Force India. Allows us to close down in the braking zone, hitting the apex a little bit too much. You don't really want to be touching that, but it doesn't really matter, doesn't unsettle the car too much. But we have got DRS, so we're going to nick the slipstream of DeResta, is this? I'm not too sure. I think it might have been DeResta. And we're going to dive bomb Alonso again here into turn 1. Last time it was the final corner. We end up going a little bit wide. He tries to undercut us, but he has managed to do it. He's in front of us right now. I'm going to try and get a good exit and use a bit of my curves, I think, at the end of this straight here. But our outright speed is a little bit quicker than his anyway. So that is moved on, and now it's 18 seconds to Vettel, who is miles up the road. So it's all about just keeping position 2, and if, because there's only a couple of laps left, so there wasn't really much point in pushing. As you can see here, we're now on lap 13 as Rosberg has caught up massively. He was really quite far behind me at the time, but I've just been struggling to find my pace on this track, if indeed I have any, because this track I really do not like. And I don't know if Vettel's gained, maybe it was 10 seconds, I'm not too sure. But Rosberg does seem to be catching up with Alonso, and I think he actually dives up the inside. He does, as he is now into 3rd place and chasing me down. But I think Alonso's still trying to get back at him, just looking at the map here. And I'm going to hopefully take advantage of this, because they'll be slowing themselves down. and I can just continue on with my race as I go a little bit wide there. As you can see, yeah, they are 1.8 seconds, I think that is, behind me now, so position 6 should be secured, and as I run a little bit wide again, my tyres are really dropping off, as you can see on the front left there. They're actually, I'm not sure actually, I can't remember what the option tyres were like, but the tyres where in Malaysia is really quite difficult to handle. Slow corners like these really catch you out when you're on the exit, trying not to get as much wheel spin, but surprisingly my rear tyres aren't too bad, as I think I'm actually quite good at handling wheel spin. As you can see, there's lots of lag spikes coming to the end of the race here, which was so annoying. It's so hard to hit your apexes and brake at the right time, because you just get these lag spikes that sort of delay, and yeah, it's really annoying. As we go to Rich here on lap 14, Sebastian Vettel has won the race, annoyingly, as he is my championship rival. And we come around the last corner, get a clean exit, and it's just a drive to the line now with the rest of my cars. And there we are, P2 in the Malaysian Grand Prix. So next, I believe, is Bahrain, and I really like Bahrain. Well, it's not one of my favourite tracks, but I do have quite good pace at Bahrain. And there you go, we can finish 6th or above, we've passed that. Nico Rosberg does end up finishing 3rd, so he does beat Alonso, and here we can see that Vettel came 1st, then I came 2nd, Rosberg 3rd, Alonso 4th, Grosjean 5th, and Perez 6th. So Perez did qualify behind me, so he did a good race as well. And as you can see, Vettel and I have shared 1st and 2nd places, so we are equal on points, and Alonso and Rosberg have also equal on points, and there we are, Mercedes at the top of the Constructors' Championship. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Next will be Bahrain. However, the episode might be delayed slightly as I need to fix these lag spike issues. I might change the recording software that I use. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a like, let me know how I can sort these lag spikes or how I can improve the series any further. But yeah, this has been Blades, and I'll see you guys next time.